My name is Denni Barrett, and I am the owner of Magical Adventure Balloon Rides and Helicopter Tours in Temecula, California. I am a professional race pilot and often do stunt work on TV and film. I am frequently referred to as the celebrity balloonist. Honda, BMW, Red Bull, Rockstar, Golden Voice, Fuji Television, and Disney are among my sponsors and past clients. I fly airplanes, gliders, helicopters, seaplanes, even the MetLife blimp Snoopy, but my favorite thing to fly is hot air balloons. Everything else I fly is designed to get me from point A to point B and can be flown by instrumentation. The only thing you can do in a hot air balloon is have fun. I'm here today to talk about hot air balloon safety. Why do so many people think that hot air balloons are unsafe compared to other forms of aviation? After all, it's just some wicker, fabric, and hot air, right? Most aircraft have complex controls and are flown in crowded airspace near airports shared with other aviators. Balloons are very simple aircraft and flown in open, uncontrolled areas. As a flight instructor, I can teach anyone how to fly a balloon in 2 minutes. You add heat from a burner to go up, you pull on this rope to go down, stay out of power lines, everything else is just practice. A balloon is basically an already open parachute that can go up and down. Balloon pilots hold the same license as other FAA certified pilots. It is just a different rating. Sort of like having a motorcycle or limo add-on to your driver's license. Balloons are only flown under visual flight rules when the visibility is good and the air is stable. Balloons must stay out of busy trafficked areas like airports and controlled airspace. Balloons travel with the wind. They are slow-moving and colorful and can land almost anywhere. Other aircraft must land at airports or approved helipads. Balloon liftoffs have less motion than riding in an elevator. Most people don't realize they are off the ground. Other aircraft require high speed, strapped to your seat, takeoffs, and you really feel the G's when you ascend. Many people mistakenly believe that being strapped in an aircraft landing at 130 plus miles an hour is somehow safer than landing in a wicker basket at the speed of a brisk walk. Hot air balloons are by far much safer than anything else I've flown. Balloons are the most videoed and photographed form of aviation because they are big, colorful, slow-moving, and will take off or land anywhere. Let's look at a recent news story of 3 hot air balloons landing in Palm Springs.
We're learning more tonight about 3 hot air balloon landings that happened near Interstate 10 last night. We showed you some of that video last night of what seemed to be landings that were, well, too close for comfort. News Channel 3's Marion Bouchot live in studio with more on what experts and witnesses are saying about these landings. Marion.
Yeah, John. So one of the witnesses I talked with says he was worried the hot air balloon would land on the freeway and cause a big accident. However, a hot air balloon expert I talked to said the landing was normal, just done in a very unusual location.
I couldn't believe the balloon was that low because everyone was stopping or braking to watch the balloon, and I was worried we were going to get hit.
Andy Nord recorded these videos of 3 hot air balloons landing near the 10 freeway in Indio Wednesday evening.
And you can see him igniting the flame.
All 3 landing in empty dirt lots near the Monroe exit.
Skidded a couple times and they tipped over, and I could hear someone screaming. And then a balloon pickup with staff drove over there quickly, and 2 guys got out and ran to the basket to help them out. My big question is there must be some kind of a code or rule for the balloon distance from the freeway, because that was definitely not safe.
One hot air balloon pilot says otherwise. Owner of Magical Adventure Balloon Rides in Temecula, Denni Barrett shared a statement saying, in part, "It seems the balloons were operated safely and landed in appropriate landing areas. Using the speed that the balloon was traveling over the 10 freeway and the fact that the other balloon shown was not fully deflated, I doubt there was a hard landing at all." In a hot air balloon guide from the Federal Aviation Administration, it says, when a landing site is being considered, consideration should be given to the site's suitability.
I'm surprised there was not a wreck on the freeway with all the vehicles, watching the balloon and hitting the brakes.
And I reached out to local hot air balloon agencies about these landings, and so far, only one of them got back to me. The owner of Balloons Above says none of his balloons were flying out yesterday. In studio, Marion Bouchot, News Channel 3.
The reporter wrongly infers that the balloons landed in fields that were not suitable landing areas. However, the pilots had landowner permission to land. She also suggested the balloon was flying too low over the freeway. The FAA rule for a minimum safe altitude is Part 91.119, which starts out, except when necessary for takeoff or landing. These balloons were all landing. Has anyone driving on the 405 freeway by LAX, Long Beach, or John Wayne Airport not seen airplanes on approach to landing? When I first started flying, we had to wear helmets because the burners might hit us in the head upon landing. Balloon manufacturers are constantly improving safety through innovation like using non-conductive materials, flexible upright poles, stronger and more durable fabric, quieter and more powerful burners, a quick deflation smart vent, basket heat shields, wheelchair accessible doors, quick fuel shutoff valves, pilot restraints, and many other improvements. The French invented hot air ballooning in 1783. It is man's oldest, most romantic, and adventurous form of flight. Modern hot air ballooning has come a long way. I've had close calls flying other aircraft, but the worst thing that has happened to me in my 36 plus years of flying balloons is I forgot the champagne once. Hot air balloons are the safest form of aviation, and riding in one should be on everyone's bucket list. After all, you are in a giant bucket. I leave you with this short clip from one of our balloon flights. I hope it galvanizes you to come fly with me.